it's Connie Erickson. Welcome to another Live at 5. Today's Monday, March 23rd, 2020, and we're all thinking about the coronavirus and its implications. So today's live video is influenced by that as well. Last week, my live video was all about managing your coronavirus anxiety. This week, I want to talk about how we're treating each other. To be sure, these are unprecedented times, and many of us are dealing with challenges that we've never experienced before. There's so many things that feel out of our control. But even so, there are some things we can control. We can control much of what we put into our minds. We can choose how much news and social media we consume. We can control how long we hold on to an anxious thought. Those are some of the things that I mentioned last week, ways in which we could take care of ourselves. We have a lot of control over what we take in, and we have a lot of control over what we put out. So that's what I want to focus on today. So, like everybody else, I've been watching a lot of press briefings over the past couple of weeks. And the one person I can't stop watching is Dr. Anthony Fauci. He's the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. He's that little old guy you see telling us to wash our hands. I'm mesmerized, and here's why. This little guy just keeps focusing on facts and moving forward. He's delivering a lot of difficult messages, yet he gets his point across calmly and directly. And I've never once heard him throw anybody under the bus. In 2004, his wife said this about him. He can take complicated issues and make them understandable to almost anyone. He does it in a clear and respectful way, and also with a lot of enthusiasm. He can do that for members of Congress, and he can do it for the fourth grade science class. And he does both. That's perhaps his most enduring gift to society. How cool is that? This is a guy who spent decades in public service, fighting infectious diseases on a large scale, and she feels like his communication skills may be his most enduring gift. That's cool. I feel like we could all take a page from his book. We could all start practicing now, right in our homes with the people closest to us. We can practice staying focused on moving forward and practice not throwing each other under the buses. No doubt, it's a tough time. Many of us are home much more than ever before. We're stressed. We're spending more time in close quarters with our families, with our partners, and we're getting on each other's nerves. All of our little quirks and our partner's little quirks may seem a whole lot bigger right about now. We all have them, these pesky, mostly unconscious reactions to stress. When I was in graduate school, my professor explained it something like this. It's like each of us has a Tupperware container that holds anxiety. It really doesn't matter how big your container is or how much anxiety you have, just as long as all of your anxiety fits in the container. When the container pops, this is when our unconscious reactions come out. Some of us get sad, some of us get anxious, some of us try to stay busy, some get stupid, we can't focus or retain things, some of us lose our tempers or become distant. These are tough times, and our containers will pop from time to time. But when they do, both our containers and our partners, be mindful, be kind, focus on moving forward, and don't throw your partner under the bus. At some point, this crisis will end. There will be recovery. There will be normalcy. But we'll remember how we were treated. We'll remember how other people made us feel. You will make mistakes, of course, but be mindful. Figure out how to do it better next time. You don't have to beat yourself up, but don't give yourself a pass just because you are stressed out. Our words and actions now matter. How we treat each other now matters. And this is your time to shine. Be well, and I'll see you next week.